Slaughter here, the assassin. Today we're talking about the acronym SLA. It stands for Service Level Agreement, and it's very common in digital marketing, software, that sort of stuff. And you might ask why I have this term, because it's really a contract. So SLAs you would be familiar with from the big tech companies are all over it. So if you've ever signed up for something from Microsoft or Apple or Google or any of these big firms, you'll get to a page, could be on your phone, it's 3 or 4 pages or maybe longer in a zero point 0.6 point font describing all the things they're going to do and all the things that you can't do and the hidden terms and conditions. And what we just scroll down to the bottom of it and go click yes, accept, so you can use that device or use that software. The service level agreements are very common. If you are a service provider, they're worth considering so that you can clearly articulate what value you're going to give to your customer and what they can expect and how it's going to be measured. Now, generally, the SLAs done by the big tech companies are all about protecting their ass and not about helping you. So depending on the size of the business you are and the size of your customer will determine how flexible either party is going to be in trying to vary those terms. Because if you try and go back to Adobe or Microsoft or any of those, and as a single user and try and vary those terms and conditions, there's no way. There's no way. But if you're dealing with a client who's bigger than you, they might have their lawyers look at it and they say, we're not happy with this clause or that clause. So there could be a bit of sort of argy-bargy. So I believe in keeping them simple, being very specific and being genuine. And that way I think it can be used as a sales tool as opposed to some onerous contract that can hamper getting business in the door for you. One of the things that I think is a trend going forward is to get away from having contracts at all because of the litigious nature of people and that sort of stuff. You are protected, certainly in Australia, protected by some consumer laws and that sort of stuff. So if someone doesn't supply what they said they were going to supply, you can go to VCAT or one of the other magistrate court and get your money back. So there are protections in place for that. So it's interesting from our perspective. So we do web development and that varies quite a lot from project to project. So generally there might be an SLA in place for that with some standard terms and conditions to make sure that we're delivering what we say and specific about what we're going to deliver and what we're not going to do. In terms of the SEO stuff that we do, we have a list of what we're going to do and how we're going to be measured against that, but it's not in a contract form. It is an agreement, but it's a month-by-month agreement. So all we require is 30 days notice to pause or terminate. And that's designed to give a level of comfort to our clients and also keeps us honest in making sure we provide value. So it can be a marketing exercise. If there's a lot of risk and you're putting a lot of time and investment and resources into something before you go to get payment, then you probably do need a contract or SLA of some description. But I think maybe you can get an upfront deposit to cover all of that if it need be. So SLAs, service level agreements, if you've got some questions or you're not sure which way you should go or what you should include in terms and conditions for a particular product or service that you have, and you're a bit unsure, reach out and we can have a look and give you some advice. Hope this helps. Thank you.